Scorpio, this is Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and welcome to your October reading. If you are new to this channel and you feel guided, go ahead and hit subscribe. This would be the time to hit that bell and hit it twice. This way you get all the notifications of when I go live. I typically go live on Saturdays and sometimes during the week, but you'll see mostly my uploads from my all-exclusive area over at harmoniafriends.com, where I do all sign readings Monday through Friday, always new content, and there's a whole vault. You get access to everything. So if that's something that interests you, go check out Harmonia Friends. But for now, let's see what's going on for the month of October. Reminder, time is fluid, guys, all right? We're going to be using the Ask Yourself Tarot deck, and I'll be introducing the decks to you as we go through the reading. And you don't forget, guys, you also have more than one placement in your chart. So even though I'm posting your reading, make sure you're looking at the other readings that are going to be start slowly posting this week as we hit October. All right, here we go. Scorpio. Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascended masters. Spirit, what do we need to know for this month coming up? What do we need to know for Scorpio? Here we go. No reversals on the initial story play. Page of Cups. Scorpio, what situation in your life is bringing about some type of opportunity? So there is some opportunity here that you're fishing for. Now, fisherman is pretty patient, and that's something that you need to know. But we also want to look at some of your past energy about what has happened in the past with opportunities here. Now, we showcase the past not to show you where you are in the timeline, but to show you what a blockage is going to be cleared or how you're going to be doing or utilizing it differently, Scorpio, differently. And that's the key, is to see what the challenges are the past so that we can see how you can utilize it differently for what is ahead for a new opportunity here. Okay. No reversals yet. We're now using the horror deck. This is the horror tarot deck. Here we go. What were the challenges of the Scorpio's past? In the past, Scorpio, this is how you'll know if it's your reading. All right. Knight of Cups. Well, look at that. That's usually an amazing offer, right? When you have the Knight of Cups, but it's also coming from the Sleepy Hollow, where it might have felt like an amazing offer at first that turned out to be quite a nightmare. Okay. Quite a nightmare in the past when it comes to new offers, new opportunities here. Well, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Now, this is someone here who's very loving, supportive. This could be your energy, okay? Maybe you're a very loving and supportive individual. You cater to situation in the past. You could have had tasted this like a fine wine, okay? But something here changed. The Ace of Swords. It did not serve you. This got cut or removed out of your life, off of the head. There's something wasn't logical about this connection in the past that you have. There was a lot of miscommunication. There were a lot of lies. There was a lot of lies. There was a lot of secrets. All right. The Ace of Swords is still the truth sword, but there's something here about stabbing. You maybe felt stabbed in the back by an offer, an opportunity here that you tasted, you thought was yours, but truly it wasn't. It wasn't something here that was, it was almost like throw it back. All right. Maybe you look upon new offers as, I don't know if I want to taste that anymore because it's never really been honest. I think you've had a lot of duds, a lot of fishes here that you haven't really kept. But there's one fish here, and I'm looking at this different now. Now, usually when I think of the Page of Cups is by far like not my favorite card because it's always like a small offer or anything. But there's one that you're keeping in the cup, and this is worth eating. This is the worth savoring. And I've never looked at it this way, but because they're showing it as the fisherman or a little fisher boy, that's how I'm seeing this, is that what's ahead of you is that this may have been worth the wait. Okay, that's what's ahead of you. Okay, so now we're going to use the zombie deck as to what is ahead. Now that we see the challenge of your path, what is ahead for October or whenever you resonate with this reading? We're using the Zombie Tarot deck. This is one of my all-time favorite decks. I use this one quite frequently in this time of the year. Here we go. Scorpio. Magician reversed. Well, that's not a great start. It isn't. Okay. The Magician reversed is somebody here who tries to force something too quickly. Could be a backfire here. What's this about? Six of Swords reversed. Well, Scorpio. All right. I almost feel like you're moving backwards a little bit. When you think that you're moving ahead, you're moving a little bit backwards. It could be because you're carrying this past with you. This is something that you need to know and be cleared of. All right. Yeah. The Hangman. There is an offer in front of you that you are trying to gain a different perception of. But I also feel, and I'm just going to be honest, is a very manipulative card, someone who's very controlling the future because they're afraid that the past is going to come in front. But there's something about this month where you are going to be facing the past. Now, is it facing the past person or facing the past situation or facing the past loss? I think what's happening is that this past loss is facing you in a new, here we go, situation. All right. Don't let the past rock your boat. It's coming strongly here about like how you're allowing your fears of the past here to change things or come back in place for you. We're going to validate them though, Scorpio. Let's validate that Magician energy. 8 of Hazard. So you're going to be really working on this. But again, this is being very focused. Do not open Pandora's box. There's something about how you view or see things from the past that you were putting on a certain situation that is a new opportunity to do something different. And this is what's ahead of you. All right. Maybe some of you are afraid to open up, or you're starting to do old patterns here. What are these old patterns about here? 7 of Swords. You're kicking yourself in the foot here. That doesn't serve you, but I think that you're putting judgment on a situation or an offer on a person even that they mean ill will on you. This is what's ahead. Does that mean it's going to change? I feel like there's lies or deceit coming out. All right. I want to say you're deceiving yourself here, and there's a need to kick out the past and not necessarily a new offer that's in front of you. Now we got 2 here with the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. You gotta let the past go because there is an opportunity here. And I want to say you're making some kind of new commitment. But in order to make this commitment, in order to make this move, Scorpio, do not make the same past mistakes. Because there's something about what you did in the past, whether it was take something too quickly that you thought was good or have a different approach on there that I feel is really going to affect you this month. And you're going to try to control it so that you can have it in a better favor, but it's meant for you to clear the past. It's meant for you to say, are you ready? It's meant for you to say, maybe I shouldn't open up. Like you're going to have to start listening to your intuition and knowing the difference between your intuition and your fear. And if you're having a hard time, it's time to sit with the fear of the past and allow it to come up so that you can get over this. Otherwise, you will constantly look at this new offer, this new person or this new job as they're going to screw you over. And is that really fair to you or to the situation ahead of you? All right, let's see what the gains and losses are for this month. We're going to be using now the Monster Tarot. I do not do reversals on the gains and losses because we're showing both. So let's see what the Scorpio's gains are for this month. What are the gains? I mean, I do see a new offer here. It is something here where you're starting brand spanking new, but I also have a lot of fear of taking this offer again and being screwed. So you might be doing some really crazy moves that you typically wouldn't do just so you can feel safe in this scenario. Ace of Claws. There we go. You're gaining. This is a big offer. That's the Ace of Cups here, okay? A lot of love, something about unconditional love. But we have the Seven of Crypts here. I want to say for you, you have some confusion here of filling that up or what's taken. I meant to say Ace of Swords, not Ace of Cups, but the Ace of Cups came out in here anyway. You're gaining some clarity and truth here on options and opportunities and being more open to them. But I also feel gain confusion as you take on new responsibilities, as you take on new relationships, because you're still bringing in a lot of that past relationship. That's what it is. You know, you're confusing some of these old options. As I mean, they just need to stay old. Allow the new in, and let the old ones, cut them out, claw them out, cut them out. You gotta cut them out. That's the most unconditional thing that you can do right now, is cut that out. What here are your losses for this month? What are your losses for the Scorpio? We have the Three of your losses is heartbreak. That's heartbreak with the Three of Castles on a partnership, on this was necessary. Whatever you did or worked on in the past that you savored, that you got cut from, that you felt left out about, it was necessary so that you can open up again. Again, open up like the crypt here, okay? Open up again. And I love it's the armadillo, because you know how they roll in like those little circles things too, Scorpio? This is a chance for you to open up your armor and to collaborate and be vulnerable again. Your losses here are going to be working with things from the past. I do feel like you are removing individuals or even like old belief systems or letting go of the past. I just feel like you can't carry this on with whatever new opportunity here that you are going to get this month. You are, and it's something that's, you're starting brand spanking new. So it's not an old person coming back. It's not an old job or anything like that. This is something new that you're holding on to. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you this month. We're going to be using a little witches self-care deck. What advice do we have for the Scorpio here who resonates with this reading, Spirit? Here we go. Tree. Oh, are you kidding me? It's time to let them go. Let the past go in order to have this new beginning. That's as strong as you can get for the message. All right, guys, if this resonated for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Like I said, would love to see you over at Harmonia Friends. But if not, this is where we part ways. You guys take care.